Hi, this is Chef Melissa at the Sweetery Miami, and welcome to my office. As you can see, guys, today we are not going to be cooking or making any kind of recipe. Instead, we are going to welcome the new year by discussing some of the most exciting wedding trends that are coming in for 2020. As we say goodbye to 2019, we also say goodbye to a very quickly fading trend, the barnyard or farmhouse wedding. That trend has long since run its course for the past 4 years, and thankfully, couples finally got bored of seeing all of their friends and family with the same exact theme of pastel flowers and naked cakes as far as the eye can see. So we here in the wedding industry are so excited to see a much needed reprieve of personalized style, bright bold colors, and lots of creativity. Let's take a look at some of the categories and ideas that we're welcoming into 2020 with a resounding bang. First, let's talk about wedding themes.
In 2020, we are seeing much more personal touches happening. Whether the couple met at Comic-Con and want to use Star Wars in their theme, or share a culture, or even the love of English gardens, couples are using these themes in elegant and sophisticated ways to enhance the wedding experience for their guests, using lively colors and small touches of whimsy while still keeping it very classy. Next are the flowers. Roses have always been synonymous for weddings, and they're not out by any means. Instead, we're seeing more colorful options like the Victorian or garden variety in all colors, coupled with wild flowers, lush greenery in all shapes and sizes, and an overabundance of color and creativity. Flowers are being used in not only elaborate bouquets and centerpieces, but also massively prevalent during the ceremonies and in small conversational areas throughout the venue. We're also seeing more plants being used rather than just cut flowers. In an effort to be more sustainably conscious, couples are choosing potted lilies, wildflowers, and other beautiful lush potted greenery and succulents in interesting vessels, and can be returned to the nurseries or growers that they got them from in the first place. If you're planning an outdoor wedding, let your space guide you into choosing the appropriate flowers and plants. Most outdoor venues are already in some kind of green or garden space. This will save couples time and money since the flora is typically already built into those places.
In 2020, more outdoor wedding venues are being used to conduct both the weddings and the receptions in the same location. But unfortunately, this means that you have to fall into what we call the all-inclusive rut. This means that your wedding venue will already have a set location where the ceremony will be held. Granted, a lot of these locations have beautiful, picturesque scenes. They've got waterfalls, some have water views, some even have gorgeous forests in the background. But this also means that most of our couples in 2020 in your area will basically have the same photos and videos, the same locations, and of course, there goes all of your personalization out the window. So to add more personal touches to your local venues, include non-traditional arches. Let's take a look at what that's going to look like.
The newest trends are using geometric designs filled with flowers and plants, using warm metals like copper and gold, or even using natural arches made from tree branches or wisteria trellises. Decorate the spaces with candles and decor that match your reception area, and you have a truly personalized and unforgettable atmosphere that will transcend into your photography and videos. Now for my favorite part of the wedding, let's talk about the cake. There are plenty of interesting choices that couples are taking into their cake design. From very popular geometric and modern designs in fondant to rustic buttercreams in a plethora of bold colors, coupled with bright and vibrant flowers. Cake designs in 2020 are truly creative. We're also seeing more requests for tablescapes to frame out the cakes on their designated tables with unique wreaths and arches, and even multiple cakes set into separate stands, accompanied by bouquets of flowers to match the overall look of the event. Now for desserts and sweets. Everyone loves an interactive dessert buffet, but in 2019, we saw this trend starting to fade as a more classy option emerged. Instead of sprawling countless goodies and treats around the cake, couples are now requesting for the additional desserts to be passed around by servers before the cake is cut. Since weddings are now becoming much more like an entertainment event with dances, speeches, and even performances, there is barely any time to get the cake cut and served to the guests before the real party begins when the DJ turns up the music. So to keep guests happy, mini desserts are being brought around to the tables after guests finish their meals, and they can choose from a variety of treats that can be sampled and served with tableside coffee, while the speeches and added entertainment are being conducted. This also allows guests to have a taste of the desserts instead of disappointment as they round the dessert table to see that everything has already been taken. Dessert options are endless. We're starting to see unique options like cookie cups with milk, churros and chocolate dipping sauce, and tiny cups filled with mousse, parfaits, and even mini sundaes. In 2020, we have seen cocktail hour go from an open bar setting to a signature drink option being served alongside some interesting appetizer choices. Couples are coming into their own, creating a bride's libation and a groom's cocktail. This allows guests to sample smaller versions of the drinks, and it also allows to direct budget into more bar options as the night progresses. Appetizers are also taking a big turn. Instead of having servers walk around with tiny bites, tables are being set up throughout the cocktail area with stations that include cookie bars, grab-and-go snacks and take-home baggies, and even chocolate fountains with skewers of fresh fruit tastefully displayed. Remember that your guests have just finished a 30 to 45-minute ceremony, and your photo session could take over an hour to complete. During this time, you want to make sure that they're being given a little something to tide them over till dinner is served. Using this time to also include some interactive stations is also a great idea. Set up separate areas for wish boxes, sign-in books, or even take-home gift areas that your guests can take with them as they wait for the rest of the evening to begin. Some great ideas to include here are mini box desserts or personalized candy bags, tiny frames with the couple's photos, mini vases with plants or succulents, and even a wall of flip-flops for your guests to use if their tootsies get tired after a night of dancing.
I hope that you've enjoyed the look into the 2020 most popular wedding trends for this year, and I hope that your wedding is truly unforgettable. Remember that if you live in the South Florida area or planning on having a wedding down here, contact us at the Sweetery Miami. Myself and my team of professionals will definitely help to make your dream wedding come true. Remember to like and subscribe my channel. Click that little bell down there to get notified whenever a new video becomes available. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.